So we move on to the Monday night doubleheader, which I hate these doubleheader games because I always, I'm always
Miss
like,
one.
why don't they just, why don't we have one after the other instead of playing them at the same time? But the first
Yeah.
one is going to be the Chiefs, one of the rivals of the Chiefs. So primary competitors of Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills hosting Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And, you know, Josh Allen is one of those guys where it seems like it doesn't matter who his coordinator is. It doesn't matter the guys that are surrounding him. He is going to will his team to victory. He is going to be the reason his team wins, whatever he has to do. He's just the guy who is establishing himself as, a legendary quarterback. If Mahomes didn't exist, we could be talking about him as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all
Yeah.
time. I think he's really betrayed by how well Mahomes has done and just being in the same window of time as Mahomes, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that reason. I think he rolls against this Jaguars team, which still has a ton of questions on it. I mean, and just I think that this Jaguars team is nowhere near the level of the Buccaneers at this point. Trevor Lawrence is still figuring it out this year with the new weapons around him. And so, Josh Allen and that offense is going to roll past them. I think that once again, kind of similar to the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, as soon as I see that Josh Allen's going to be the quarterback and you're going to be facing him, you're going to be needing at least 28 points. And I don't see the Jaguars being able to get to it in this game. What about you?
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head with the offense. We can talk about Josh Allen all day. He's great. He's my favorite for the MVP this year. But I was extremely surprised and pleasantly surprised by Buffalo's defense last week. I know Tua got hurt. Hope he gets better. But what they were able to do to a really explosive team, Tyreek Hill, most explosive player in the league, without arguably their best corner, Teron Johnson, says everything you need to know. I mean, that defense is really good. They got a lot of talent, a lot of young talent. Ed Oliver's a stud. AJ Epeneza's a stud.
Rousseau's a
I thought
stud.
I thought they were going to miss Matt Milano a lot. Their guys stepped up. Their
Von
corner,
Miller,
Christian Benton.
old Von Miller is stepping up too.
He looked like the old version of himself. And we did talk about that too early on. That was really the big miss for Buffalo in the last couple of years is missing on Von Miller, but he looks like he's fully healthy. Not necessarily the old Von Miller, but a really good version.
I mean, he's a guy
Miller.
who he can only win with speed at this point in his career, right? He's not going to be overpowering any offensive tackles, but he's still a guy that can win with just that first step in his athletic ability, and we saw it happen against the Dolphins last week. And I think that if you like I said, if you got Josh Allen, you're going to be playing from behind. You're not going to be able to shut him down completely. You're going to need to score points. You're going to have to pass the ball to score points. And I think that the Bills showed just with their pass rush that they could put pressure on a quarterback, and it's going to make it very difficult for the Jaguars to play from behind on the road in this game.
Yeah. And Christian Benford, shout out to Christian Benford from Villanova, the corner. He's been playing like an elite corner. Not many people knew about him. He's been playing really well. And honestly, shout out DeMar Hamlin. I know Tua got hurt on a hit that DeMar made, but he's been playing well. All things considered, for him to start right now is crazy. Crazy just to even think about it. But yeah, he's been playing really well for what we thought he was. We thought he was like a spot safety. We thought he was a guy who would get a couple reps here and there.
I thought he was going to be a TV star, a football analyst before. So now it's insane that he's back starting in the NFL and making plays for the Bills after almost dying on a football field. I mean, I don't. It's
But ultimately,
it's
yeah,
something to yeah.
it's crazy. But ultimately, I think Trevor Lawrence, he's turning the ball over too much. I think that'll be one of the big reasons they lose. I think they're offensively put it together. But Josh Hines Allen has been
And it's
playing really well. He has on
yeah.
defense. So look for
I
some
mean, I
Josh
don't think it's
Hines
going to
Allen
be
stock.
it's not going to be a question of the defense with the Jaguars, and I think that just comes down to having talent all along that defensive front and the back end too. I mean, like that's a good, solid defense that they
Yeah.
got. So now the fingers kind of start getting pointed at Doug Peterson. Uh,
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence should have been a slam dunk star quarterback in this league, or at least that's what he was scouted to be. And we're still waiting to see it now. And now he's getting paid, or at least he signed the contract to be paid as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And it's kind
Right.
of going to be on Doug Peterson to get him consistently to that level. They've got weapons around him. Once
Clint
again, he
Kubiak.
signed the contract, so he's not going anywhere. But could be you
Maybe
think that
Clint
could be a Clint
Kubiak.
Kubiak destination? I like it. I
Maybe.
like it already that we're figuring out the possible openings next year.